Hey, welcome, yogis. Um, we are going to be using the Spotify playlist Agua today. So I'm sharing it on the screen. If you want to scan it, you're welcome to tune into that while we're practicing, or anything that you would like to listen to in the background while we practice today. So I'll stop sharing. We've got that good to go, and then I'll count down to starting the playlist. So if you are tuning in on the same playlist with me, we will start, or we will press play in 3, 2, 1. Press play, and then meet me on your mat. So come to child's pose. Bring your toes together to touch and your knees out wide. And so for today's class, if you have a block, we'll use a block. You just place that on your mat. Reach your arms out long and bring your forehead to the mat. Or if you have a block or a pillow, you can place your forehead on the block or the pillow. It just gives you a little more space. Now close your eyes and just start to breathe. Take a deep breath in. And a big open mouth exhale out. And just allow the posture right here, right now, to create space and length in your lower back. Now rock your head side to side. And just gently loosen the muscles in the back of your neck and your shoulders. Let's start to lift your hips and slide into puppy dog pose. So slide your arms out or walk them out longer, and you can use your block here underneath your chest and keep your hips up high. So similar to child's pose, but we're going deeper into your spine stretch. You can bring your chin to the mat to deepen, or just keep your forehead down. And breathe here. Notice the length here through your lower back and your lower belly, and maybe even wag your tail side to side. And feel your side body open up. Now take your right hand underneath your left arm and thread the needle. So bring your right shoulder and your right temple to the mat and breathe. You can keep your chest on your block here for support. And press the front of your left shoulder down to deepen the stretch in the top of your right shoulder. Take one more full breath here. Exhale out. Switch sides. And then bring your right arm out and thread your left arm under your right. Bring your left temple and left shoulder to the mat. Again, either bring your chest to your block or just rest your chest off of your arm. Take one more full breath. Exhale out. Bring your left arm back out and rise up to tabletop. So tabletop, and this time, if you have a block, yogis, place it between your thighs, even a book or a pillow or anything that you have that you can use to engage your inner thighs here and tap into your lower belly. So you can use your water bottle for that. Inhale, cow pose, arch your spine down, gaze up. Now breathe here. Squeeze your block to activate your lower belly and press your chest forward. Inhale, exhale, cow pose, arch your spine up. Draw your belly towards your spine and stay here. Find the extremes here. So maybe even wag your tail side to side and open up through your side body. Now flow through. Inhale, cow pose, breath to movement. Exhale, cat. Continue here, back and forth. And then just start to layer in any extra movement that you need, maybe in your head and neck. Roll it out. And switch directions. Maybe flip your wrists and shift forward and back. And just check in with your body here, right? Take some time. Notice maybe what's feeling a little sore, tender, what feels strong, maybe what already feels open. And take 2 more full rounds of breath here. Exhale out. Come back to a neutral spine. Squeeze your block, draw your belly towards your spine, and then lift your knees off the mat, hovering tabletop. Breathe here. Okay, so a lot of times lower back pain is caused by the fact that we're not engaging our lower core. So squeeze your block and push into your fingertips. Now twist side to side. It's right and left. Just right, left. This little twist here is also going to help us stretch out through your lower back. Twist and engage the muscles on your side body to help support that action. Exhale. Just 4. Keep squeezing your block. 3. Last 2. Back to hovering tabletop in 1. Hovering tabletop, breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and your heels down. Maybe extend your posture. So walk your hands out and then bend one knee and then the other. Keep your block where it is, or your pillow or whatever you're using here, to feel the engagement of your inner thighs. Now press into your fingertips to lift up out of your wrists. Take a deep breath in. Big exhale out. Bend your knees and slowly walk your hands back on your mat. That's it. Keep your block where it is and reach for opposite elbows. Just sway side to side. Come to ragdoll pose. Let everything hang heavy. Shake your head yes and no. And sway side to side. The deeper you bend your knees, the deeper you can fold forward and find release in your lower back. Slowly come back to center and release your hands. Keep your feet where they are. Continue to squeeze your block and press into the floor. Bend your knees and draw your belly in. Slowly roll up your spine. 1 vertebra at a time. Restack and find your optimal alignment. As you reach the top, inhale, lift your shoulders up to meet your ears. Exhale, release them down. That's it. So from here, I'm just going to walk forward so you can see me a little bit. The block is going to help us to establish your neutral spine, right? So we have what we call bookends or extremes. And sometimes we can kind of come to a sway back. I don't know if you can see this, where my block is kind of going back. And so is my butt. It's called like duck butt, right? So there's duck butt, and that is one extreme. So the next extreme is the opposite, where you are pushing your block forward, right? So if your block's going forward, your hips kind of go forward and your tailbone tucks down. We call this cowboy. So it's like cowboy or cheerleader, right? So those are the extremes. And we want to stay away from the extremes and find neutral. So that's where your shoulders are stacked over your hips, over your ankles and heels, and then maybe a slight micro bend in your knees. So when you squeeze your block, you're not sending it forward or back. You're squeezing your block and your energy goes down and then straight up. Bring your hands to your heart center and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in here. Big open mouth, exhale out. This is your opportunity here. Samastiti, he's standing at attention to say your intention here in your practice. So maybe your intention is to tap into a neutral spine or maybe a stronger core. Take 1 more deep breath into your intention. Open mouth, exhale out. Release your hands to your sides, yogis. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your arms up over your head. Breathe here. Now maintain your strength in your lower body. Send your tailbone down and turn your pinkies in. Relax your shoulders and broaden through your upper back. That's it. Breathe in. Exhale, cactus your arms and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift your chest and lift your gaze. Inhale, mountain pose, rise up. Exhale, standing forward fold. Bring your hands through your heart center. Now inhale, halfway lift, bring your hands to your upper thighs and breathe here. Keep your block or whatever you're using right where it is. And again, shift your weight forward into the ball mounts of your feet. Bring a slight bend in your knees and squeeze your block to engage your spine or engage your core and lengthen your spine. Breathe in. Exhale, high planks. Step or jump back if you have your block in between your thighs. So high plank, squeeze your block to engage, again, everything, especially your lower belly, and keep your hips in line with your heels and your shoulders. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now you can remove your block or not. You're welcome to keep your block as we flow through breath to movement. Inhale, look to the front of your mat. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Rise up. Exhale, cactus your arms, back bend, open up. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank, step back. This time, inhale, hinge forward and just bend your knees to hover over the mat. Imagine that you're squeezing your block. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward one more time. Exhale, standing forward fold. Step to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, rise up. Exhale, back bend, open up. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank, step back. Inhale, hinge forward and hover. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale out. That's it. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, standing forward fold. Step to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Again, grab your block. Place your block in between your thighs one more time. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees and sit low. That's it, guys. Now squeeze your block. Shift your weight back into your heels. And then sit a little lower. So notice how your block automatically turns on your lower belly. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. That's it. Now get lower and feel your thighs start to turn on. Inhale. Exhale, reach your arms behind you. Interlace them. Press your palms together and take a little back bend here. So open up through your chest and shoulders. Stay low in your chair and squeeze your block. So stay strong in your core, even though your upper body is opening up. Inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, forward fold. Keep your grip and allow your hands to fall behind your head. Maybe sway side to side. And just let this feel good. Release your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through your spine. That's it. Exhale, step or jump back to high plank. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Get rid of your block. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step forward. Now scoot your toes forward and drop your left knee down. That's it. Drop your left knee down and bring your hands to your right thigh. Hands to your right thigh. That's it. Breathe in. Press your hips forward. Draw your belly in and lift your chest. Lift your gaze. That's it. Press into your right foot. Inhale. And exhale. Take a half splits. So straighten your front leg and hinge back with your hips. Lengthen through the back of your right leg and breathe. Now crawl forward And this time, lift your left knee off the mat. Place your left hand on the floor next to your right foot, or you can take your block and place your hand on your block. Great. Inhale, simple twist. Reach your right arm up. Now press evenly into your feet to engage your inner thighs and press into your block to open up through your chest and shoulders. Breathe in. Exhale, rainbow warrior. So switch your weight to the knife edge of both feet and reach your fingertips behind you. Now press into your block and lift up through your hips. Just a little twist and stretch through your glutes. Inhale back to center. Exhale, pyramid pose. Straighten both legs here. So keep your back foot where it is. You can lift your back heel and draw your right hip up and back. And just breathe into the stretch in the back line of both legs and your entire spine. Let your head hang heavy. Now inhale, crescent lunge. Rebend your front knee and rise up to stand with control. That's it. You got it. So press your left hip forward. Stack your left heel over your left ankle and breathe in. Now exhale, cactus your arms and take a little twist, double lunge. So hover your left knee over the mat and press your left hip forward. Inhale back to crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two, open up to the side. So spin your back foot parallel to the back of the mat and bring your right knee directly over your right ankle. Nice. Bring your shoulders over your hips and lengthen from one fingertip through the other. Inhale, reach forward and lengthen through your side body first. Exhale, extended side angle. Bring your right elbow to your right thigh and bring your left arm up and overhead. That's it. Now push into your thigh to lengthen up and out of your right side body. So imagine one long line from your left heel all the way through your leg, through your spine, and at the crown of your head. So rather than curving sideways, push into the floor and get lower in your lunge to lengthen your spine. That's it. Inhale, reverse warrior. Stay low in your lunge and reach your right arm up and back. Press your hips forward and lengthen through your side body. Breathe in. Exhale, cartwheel your arms to the mat. Low lunge. Inhale, high plank, step back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Open mouth, exhale out. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot forward. So we're going to do that all on the left. Drop your left knee down or right knee down and bring your hands to your thigh. Now press your hips forward. Lift your chest and lift your gaze. Deep breath in. Exhale, half splits. Send your hips back and your hands to the floor. Peel your toes off the mat and breathe into the back line of your left leg. Breathe into your lower back here. And then crawl forward. Grab your block or just place your right hand inside of your left foot and lift your right knee up. Inhale, simple twist. Reach your left arm up. Press into the floor with your right hand. Breathe in. Exhale, rainbow warrior. Reach your fingertips back and come to the knife edge of both feet. So you're kind of on the side and then push into the floor and lift your hips. That's it. Inhale, back to simple twist. Exhale, pyramid pose. Straighten both legs and keep your back foot where it is. Just lift your heel and draw your left hip up and back. Take a breath in here. Lift up and away from your thigh. Exhale, lengthen forward. Now inhale, crescent lunge. Bend your front knee. Ground down and rise up. Take your time and stack your right heel over your right toes. Press your right hip forward and send your tailbone down. Breathe in. Exhale, double lunge, cactus arms. So twist. That's it. Hover your right knee over the mat. Twist from your waist. Open up through your chest and shoulders and press your right hip forward. You got it. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Open to the side. Widen your stance and bring your back foot parallel to the back of the mat. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, extended side angle. reach forward and down, and then push into your thigh to lengthen through your side body. So that's it, to find that line so you can see it a little better from your heel all the way through your leg, through your spine and out the crown of your head. Get lower in your lunge to find that length. Now stay low. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach up and back, expand through your side body. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel down, low lunge. Plant your hands and step your left foot back. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take an extra breath here, reset. Open mouth, exhale out. Let's flow breath to movement, yogis. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, sit low. Exhale, chair plane, sweep your fingertips back. Nice, inhale, back to chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank, step back. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step forward. Ooh. This time, keep your hands on the mat and drop your left knee down. Inhale, little arch back, gaze up. Exhale, half splits, peel back. Inhale, shift forward, simple twist. Lift your left knee off the mat and reach your right arm up. Exhale, rainbow warrior, reach up and back. Inhale, simple twist. Exhale, pyramid pose. With control, inhale, crescent lunge. Ground down, rise up. That's it. Exhale, double lunge, cactus arms, open up. Inhale through crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach forward. And exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up and back. Stay low in your lunge. That's it. Exhale, cartwheel down. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step forward. Drop your knee. Inhale, cow pose in your upper back. Press your hips forward, lift your chest. Exhale, half splits, peel back. Slowly crawl forward. Inhale, simple twist, lift your right knee and reach your left arm up. Exhale, rainbow warrior, reach back. Inhale, simple twist. Exhale, pyramid pose, straighten. Inhale, crescent lunge, ground down and rise up. Exhale, double lunge, cactus twist. That's it. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two, open up. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior, up and back. Exhale, low lunge, cartwheel down. Plant your hands. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, right and left. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step forward. Drop your knee. Inhale, crescent moon. Lift your chest. Exhale, half splits. Peel back. Inhale, crawl forward, simple twist. Reach up, lift your left knee. Exhale, rainbow warrior, reach to the back. Inhale, simple twist. Exhale, pyramid pose. Inhale, crescent lunge. Ground down, rise up. Exhale, cactus arms, double lunge. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior two, open to the side. Inhale, reverse or inhale, reach forward. Exhale, extended side angle. That's where we're going. Now inhale, reverse warrior, up and back. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your hands. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last time, inhale, lift your left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge, step forward. Drop your knee. Inhale, crescent moon, lift your chest. Exhale, half pigeon or half splits. Inhale, crawl forward, simple twist, push into the floor and reach up. Exhale, reach back. Inhale, simple twist. Exhale, pyramid pose, straighten. Now inhale, crescent lunge, ground down, rise up. Exhale, double lunge, cactus your arms, twist. That's it. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, warrior two, open to the side. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up and back. Exhale, low lunge, plant your hands. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale out. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, come down to a seat. Come to your knees. Towel off, take a quick sip of water. How you guys feeling? Warming up? Okay. It's time for some core. So our focus around a lot of things that we're doing is spine again today. So it sounds like we're all spending a lot of time on our computers, right? All of us, yeah, me included. So there is a thing called the standard, or it's a standard American posture. It's a thing. And if you can guess what that is, it's this. This is the standard American posture, right? Because we do this, we drive. So this causes a lot of lower back problems, mainly because we're overstretching the muscles on the back line of our body rather than kind of keeping that neutral spine. So this causes a lot of stress to our lower back. And a lot of times we're dumping. It's also, we're disengaging our core. So when you engage your lower belly is the support for your lower back. They're directly linked. So this, when you notice yourself doing this, whenever we're working, doing those things, draw your lower belly towards your spine, and you're immediately going to lengthen through your spine. So we're doing these core exercises so that we have more access to those muscles, and we can become more aware of those things. So if you have a block, grab a block and lay down on your back. Okay. First round, bring your block in between your thighs. Bring your feet to the mat and squeeze your block. So this is, again, going to help you find that neutral spine, because as soon as you squeeze your block, your lower belly turns on and you press into your feet. When you press into your feet, you're also naturally going to find that length in your spine and your lower back. So if you notice your spine pops off the ground kind of like that, press into the floor, squeeze your block, and you'll feel everything lengthen here. Now, interlace your hands behind your head and keep your elbows wide. Stay active through the lower half of your body and just lift your shoulders. It's lift, lower, lift, lower. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Keep it simple and intentional here. Draw your belly in as you lift and squeeze your block and press into the floor. That's it. Exhale, lift. You got it. Lift. For 8, 7, 6, 5. That's it. For 4, 3. Hold it up in 2. Last one. Hold it up. Hold it up. Now lift your feet. It's lift. Touch the ground. Lift. Touch. Keep your elbows wide and keep your shoulders lifted. Exhale. Inhale. Squeeze your block. and feel your lower belly working here. Exhale. Exhale. That's it for 4, 3, last 2. Hold it up in 1. Hold it up. Reach your arms out. Little pulses up. Lift. Exhale. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Ooh, bring your feet back to the mat. Okay, so another cause of some of that lower back pain comes from our glutes. Our glutes are glutes and hamstrings are all connected to your lower back. So when your glutes and hamstrings are overly strong or generally overly strong or engaged, that can also cause your lower back pain. And a lot of times we use our glutes because they're big to compensate for other muscles that should be working, like our inner thighs. So we're gonna keep the block, use our inner thighs for some bridge lifts. Plant your feet on the mat and just lift and lower your hips. So it goes lift, lower, exhale, inhale, exhale, push into your feet and squeeze your block as you lift. That's it. So it's not to say that your glutes aren't working here, they will, but squeeze your block to use your inner thighs a little more and see where you can soften in your glutes. Exhale. Relax your chin away from your chest and find length in your spine. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5. Hold it up in 4, 3, 2. Hold it up in 1. Last one, hold it up. Little pulses up. Lift, squeeze your block, push it into your feet. Just 4, 3, 2. Hold it up in 1. Hold it up, hold it up. Now lift your right leg. Lift your right leg, squeeze your block. Tiny pulses up, lift it up. I see you, Ernie. Lift, exhale. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch legs. Lower your right and lift your left. Lift it up. 4, 3, pulse up. Oh my goodness, Ryan, I see you. Lift up and lower down. Ooh, roll your spine back to the mat and then just bend your knees and bring your block into you. Rock side to side and neutralize your spine. And then rock and roll back and forth. Rock and roll. Cross your legs. Ooh, cross your legs, plate your hands. And then step back to high plank. Yes, high plank, high plank. We're gonna do a little belly down core. So lower to your forearms. Press into your forearms to press out of your lower back or out of your shoulders. And then zip your feet up together. Bring your heels and hips in line with your shoulders and breathe. Now, double knee taps. Bend your knees to hover over the mat. Just bend, press into the floor. Breathe here, inhale. Exhale, extend. So it's bend, extend, bend, extend. That's it. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. It's a tiny movement here. Draw your belly towards your spine. So if you start to feel a little pinch in your lower back, that means draw your belly in and lift your hips a little. Last 8, 7, use your breath. 6, 5, hold it up in 4, 3, press into your forearms. Last 2, last 1, hold it up and breathe. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, drop down to your knees. Ooh, and come back to puppy dog pose. So stretch out your spine and your belly. Inhale, tabletop, rise up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and your heels down. Take a deep breath in, reset. Open mouth, exhale out. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step forward. Now listen up. Inhale, crescent moon. Drop your left knee down and reach your arms up and over your head. That's it. Reach up and over. I'm going to turn to face you guys. Breathe in. Bring your hands to your heart. Now hinge forward and lengthen through your spine. So hinge forward. Oh, I'll go sideways again. Hinge forward and find length. That's it. And then exhale. Twist your left elbow to your right thigh. So left elbow to your right thigh. Press your palms together to lift your chest and lengthen through your spine. And press your left hip forward. Maybe look over your right shoulder. So these twisting postures are also amazing for just stretching out your lower back. So the next layer here, you can lift your left knee off the mat for a revolve crescent lunge. Yeah. Press into your feet, draw your belly towards your spine to deepen the twist. You have a lot of options. You can fly out your arms. Maybe even take a half bind and take your right arm behind you and breathe. Inhale, look down at your toes. Exhale, runner's lunge. Just bring your hands inside of your right foot. Toe heel your right foot to the outer edge of your mat and come down to your knee. Come down to your forearms and just breathe. Let your head hang heavy. And maybe even rock side to side. Feel your right outer thigh and glute. Again, begin to soften. And if it's locking up, take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Bring your hands back to the mat. Inhale, high plank. So bring your right foot to meet your left. That's it. Exhale, open up to side plank on the right. So bring your weight into your left hand. Stack your left shoulder over your wrist. Push into the floor and reach your right arm up. That's it. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plant your hand and send your hips up and back. Now inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step forward. Scoot your toes forward and drop your right knee down. Inhale, crescent lunge. Reach your arms up over your head, or crescent moon. Nice. Exhale your hands to your heart. Now start to press your hips forward. Inhale, lengthen through your spine, so hinge forward from your waist. And then exhale, bring your right elbow to your left thigh and twist. And the more you try on some of these twisting postures, creates that stretch in. This time we're targeting your left lower back. Press into your palms and look over your left shoulder. Next layer, if you want to lift your right knee off the mat, push into both feet and power up. Draw your belly towards your spine to twist a little deeper, and maybe even fly out your arms or take a half bind with your left arm and reach it behind you. Breathe and look down at your foot. Exhale, runner's lunge. Plant your hands, toe heel your left foot to the outer edge of your mat and drop your knee down. Come down to your forearms and just breathe. You may notice differences from one side to the other. That's all good. Bring your hands back to the mat. Inhale, high plank. Step your front foot to meet your back foot. Zip your feet up together. And then come to side plank on the left. So bring your weight into your right hand. Push into the floor. Lift up through your hips. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Biggest breath in. Exhale out. Slowly walk your hands back. And then roll up your spine. Bend your knees. Take your time. Again, restack your vertebra as you reach the top. Ooh, a little shake out. Okay, we're gonna take some balancing and then we will make our way to the floor. So inhale, mountain pose. Reach your arms up over your head. That's it. Exhale, or actually lift your left leg for one leg Tadasana. There you go. So bring your left knee in line with your hip, and then take your left peace fingers and grab your left big toe. You can bring your right hand to your hip and just kind of play around with your hips, with your openness, and focus on your balance. So you can stay right here and work on your balance. Find something in front of you to gaze on. We call it the drishti. So that's your focus. Find your focus. And from here, maybe even extend your left foot forward. Now keep your alignment here. So keep your shoulders stacked over your hips rather than leaning forward to straighten your leg. Keep your knee bent and focus on your alignment. Focus on the length through your spine. Next option, maybe even take it out to the side. Reach your right arm out. Wow. That's it. Slowly bring it back to center. Rebend your knee and release your toes. This time, take your left foot back behind you. I'm gonna go sideways so you can see me. Prepare for dancer's pose. So reach your left hand back, face your palm out, and capture the inside of your left arch. Draw your knees together and reach your right arm up. So find your length, find your balance first. Ground down through your right foot. Breathe in, and then kick your left foot into your left hand. Continue to reach your fingertips up, and then maybe even add a slight micro bend to your right knee. Press your left hip forward, inhale. Exhale, kick your foot into your arm and push into the floor. Now take your time with control. Slowly come back to standing. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your arms up. That's it. And lift your right leg up this time. So firm up your foundation in your left foot. Nice. Same option. Take your right peace fingers for a big toe hold. Whoa. Find your balance first. So ground down through the four corners of your left foot. And keep your knee bent. Focus on your alignment. Stack your shoulders over your hips and lengthen through the crown of your head. Maybe start to kick your right foot out, but try not to sacrifice your alignment, your straight spine. Wherever you are, maybe take it out to the side. Reach your fingertips out. This is all about the balance and length here in your spine. I see you, Ernie. Nice job. Jana, you're killing it. Walk it back in, rebend your knee. And I know that's not Ryan. I can't see your face right now. Come back to center and prepare for dancer's pose. So on the left, I'll go sideways. Your right knee is back, and take your right hand back to your right foot. So the inner arch, draw your knees together, lengthen through your spine. Again, the priority is your alignment. Draw your belly in, inhale. Exhale, kick your foot into your hand and lengthen forward. Now add a bend to your left knee. Press your right hip forward, breathe in. Exhale, kick a little more, woo, and push into the floor. Now slowly rise up to stand. Inhale, mountain pose. That's it. Exhale your hands to your heart, Samastitihi. Close your eyes. That's it. Come back to standing in attention. And come back to your intention for your class today. Take a deep breath in. Big open mouth. Exhale out. Blink your eyes open. And just prepare for tree pose. So shift your weight into your left foot and bring your right foot either to a kickstand. You can find your calf or maybe your upper thigh. So just try to avoid your knee joint. So either above or below your knee, wherever you are. Again, the focus and intention is around finding your balance. So push down into the floor with your left foot. Now actively engage your left inner thigh. As you push into the floor with your left foot, you should feel your left inner thigh turn on and press back into your right foot to create an equal and opposite force. Now press your palms together actively and lengthen through your spine. Maybe grow your branches as you expand upward. So they say, where your focus goes, your energy will flow. Breathe in. And then exhale, bring it all back to center and slowly replace your right foot down. Switch sides. So either your left foot to a kickstand, maybe your calf, or all the way up to your thigh. And then push down actively into your right foot to feel your right leg fire up. Press into your palms. And just feel as you create this equal and opposite pressure, right? Your energy, your focus is flowing inward to your midline. So as it flows inward, the only place for it to go is straight up and down, right? So push down into your foot, press into your palms, and then maybe start to allow your energy to naturally rise up and then grow. Nice job, everybody. Slowly come back through center. Bring it back in and then replace your left foot down. Maybe a little shake. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your arms over your head. Exhale, interlace your hands, back bend. So hands behind your head, biggest open up. Inhale, back to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through your spine. Listen up here, yogis. Exhale, tuck and curl, bend your knees, and just place your hands on the mat and lift your heels. So yeah, tuck and curl is kind of the one variation of a total back line of your body stretch and opener. Another option here, we're going to go a little deeper into standing forehead to knee. So bring your hands underneath your heels. Either underneath your heels, or I'll give you guys options. So we can go deep in your hamstrings right here, hands underneath your heels, or slide your hands underneath your toes for gorilla pose. So a couple of different options depending on how deep you want to go into the back line of your body stretch here. For gorilla pose, a little gentler, bend your knees a lot, and then lift your chest, lengthen through your spine, and use your arms to pull yourself down. So this is a big, big lower back stretch. The more you bend your knees, again, the more release you find in your lower back. And if you want to go a little deeper here, bring your hands under your heels and then start to send your hips up and use your hands to pull yourself closer to your thighs. Maybe rock side to side. And wherever you are, gently release your feet. Bend your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands forward, come to high plank, lower all the way to your belly. That's it, all the way down to your belly. Zip your feet up together and press the tops of your feet down into the mat. Now bring your hands wide for wide arm baby cobra. Plant your fingertips underneath your elbows. Press into the tops of your feet and draw your belly towards your spine. Now lift your chest off the mat. Inhale. Exhale, drop your left shoulder down and gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale, come up through center. Again, push down with your legs. Exhale, drop your right shoulder and gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale through center. Exhale, lower all the way down and bring your left cheek to the mat. Bring your hands to your sides and allow your heels to fall out to the sides and take a belly down Shavasana. So just allow your lower back a little bit of rest. Bring your chin back to center. This time bend your knees and reach back with your hands. So reach for the outsides of your feet. Draw your knees closer together. Inhale, lift your chest and kick your feet into your hands. Again, draw your belly towards your spine. And even if you can't reach your feet, the act of reaching back is opening up your chest and shoulders, right? So grab your feet or whatever you are and kick your feet into your hands. One more breath here, inhale. Exhale, gently lower your right cheek to the mat. And then release your hands down and your feet. You can bend your knees and windshield your wipe your legs side to side. And just find some release in your lower back. Now lower your feet to the mat. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, high plank, press straight up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Bring your right knee behind your right wrist and flex your foot. So there's a lot of different variations you can take here. Slide your toes back. And if you have a block or a pillow, and this is very intense, you can place that block or pillow underneath your right thigh for half pigeon or sleeping pigeon. Another variation, if this is too much on your knee, flip it onto your back. So take your body weight off of your legs and take supine figure 4 and just draw your right shin towards you. I'm going to come back to half pigeon. So from half pigeon, inhale, lift your chest and lengthen through your spine. And exhale, walk your hands forward. Place your forehead either on your hands or on the mat. Close your eyes and just breathe. Half pigeon and figure 4, deep, deep glute and outer hip openers, which again, if they are overly engaged or tight, this will give you release in your lower back. So maybe even practicing a little half pigeon for a couple seconds on each side every day, especially after being on the computer or sitting at a desk, can be really helpful. Slowly bring your hands back up to the mat. Toe heel your left toes forward. And then come back to three-legged dog. So send your right leg up. Exhale, shake it out. Maybe a little scorpion dog. Breathe in, come back to center. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your left leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Bring your left knee behind your left wrist and your toes behind your right wrist. Now slide your right toes back. And again, the same options are available here. So if you use your block on the other side, or if you took supine figure 4, find that variation. Inhale, lift up through your chest. And exhale, fold forward. Find your layer. Either bring your forehead to your block or your hands, or maybe even down to the mat. And just breathe here. Use your breath to soften through your muscles and your connective tissue. Slowly come back up to your hands. Toe heel your right toes forward. Inhale, three-legged dog. Send your left leg up. Exhale, scorpion dog. Bend your knee and shake it out. Inhale, back to three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, come down to your knees. And let's just take one last back bend here. So grab your block if you have a block, or camel pose, and place your block in between your thighs. So camel pose is a great way to counter stretch. Again, all those things that we do all day, typing at a desk, whatever it is, driving, this posture to open up. But what can happen is if we're not strengthening we can dump into your lower back and actually make some of that stuff worse. So squeeze your block with your inner thighs and bring your hands to your lower back. Point your fingertips down. Now squeeze your elbows towards each other and begin to press your hips forward. Continue to engage your thighs, squeeze your block, draw your belly towards your spine to create more space in your lower back, and walk your gaze along the ceiling. Now you can reach your hands towards your heels and then continue to deepen the back bend here. Press your hips forward, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and lift your chest. One more big breath. And then slowly walk your hands back up to your hips. Have a seat on your heels and remove your block. Bring your hands to your thighs and just close your eyes. Use your breath here to slow down your heart rate. And shift your weight to one side. Send your legs out long in front of you. And we'll just take a quick counter stretch. So seated forward fold. There's a lot of different ways that you can get into this. We'll start with our knees bent. And if you want to deepen, you can always incorporate a block at the end of your feet. But from here, grab your feet with your hands. Press your chest towards your thighs. So lengthen through your spine first. Lift up, lengthen. And exhale, walk your feet a little farther forward and lower down. Take another breath here. Lift up through your chest, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fall forward a little more. Maybe straighten your legs a little more and just see where it takes you. Breathe in. Exhale out. Every breath, a little more space. Release your feet and slowly roll up your spine. Bend your knees and roll down to your back. Bring your knees to your chest. Just rock it out. Massage your lower back here. And then lower your left leg down and squeeze your right knee into your chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, supine twist. Take your right knee to the left side and relax your right shoulder down to the ground. Gaze right and breathe. You should feel your right outer glutes start to open up and your right lower back. We take some micro movements to feel different nuances there in your lower back. Come back to center. Neutralize and massage your spine a little. And then switch sides. So send your right leg out long. Squeeze your left knee into your left armpit. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Ooh, supine twist on the left. You may even notice that one side is a little different than the other. That's all right. Just observe and breathe. Bring your knees back into your chest. And then grab the insides of the soles of your feet for happy baby. Allow your knees to fall outside of your ribs and just rock side to side. You can even stretch one leg and then the other. And take any final movements that you need in your body here today, yogis. Take a deep breath in, squeeze your knees into your chest. And exhale, final Shavasana. Allow your toes to fall open. Allow your palms to face the ceiling. Allow your body these few moments of constructive rest. And if you find that keeping your legs straight in Shavasana is a little uncomfortable, you can bend your knees and maybe even bring your knees together to find length in your spine here. So this may be a more comfortable resting pose for you. Try it on today. I'll let you know when it's time to come out, yogis. Yogis, you're welcome to stay in your Shavasana as long as you want. But if you're ready to move on with your day, just start by deepening your breath. Take a deep breath in. And exhale out. And then just start by integrating movement in your fingers and your toes. Lower your head to one side and then the other. As you're ready, take a big breath in and reach your arms over your head. Take a long body stretch, like you're just waking up. Bring your knees in your chest and just roll over to one side. And in your own way, you can use your hand to press yourself up to a seat. Keep your eyes closed and just come to face the front. And feel your way back into Sukhasana, into easy seat. So ground down through your sits bones and find your alignment from there. Feel your shoulders over your hips. Draw your belly in to activate through your core and lengthen through your spine. Breathe in, reach your arms up over your head. Bring your palms together at the top. And exhale your hands to your heart. Take a deep breath in. Lift your chest up to meet your thumbs. And open mouth, exhale out. Draw your thumbs to your third eye, the space in between your eyebrows. And bow forward to seal your practice. Namaste. Thank you so much, yogis.